Hey guys, thanks for joining us today, this evening, for another bow review by Praying Man Podcast. If you hadn't had a chance yet, please subscribe on YouTube, like us on Instagram, follow us there. We're updating that constantly with lots of content for you, and it helps us out a lot. With me, I have Jake Siegel. Hello. And myself, John Eastburn, another host. Nathan Bailey is behind the camera, trying to get us to laugh, doing really awkward stuff while we're talking. And hopefully he'll put his pants on soon, and we'll make this nice and quick for you. So we have right here 2019 Mathews Vertix. This is going to be quick and dirty, just like our other reviews. We're going to put through his paces. We'll show you some chrono speeds. Conveniently, we have a 350 grain arrow right now. This is a gold tip velocity 340 shaft with nothing on it. So all that long division and math that we struggled with in the last bow review of the Bowtech, we won't have that involved here. So this will be shooting an IBO, a grained out arrow, and we got a 70-pound, 30-inch Mathews Vertix. Real quick on some specs. The Vertix is going to be MSRP around $10.99, depending on what pro shop you go into. 30 inches axle to axle, 6-inch brace height. They're claiming 343 IBO on that from the manufacturer. 4.67 pounds. Draw weights of 60 to 75 pounds and 26 to 30 and a half in draw length. Jake's going to touch on a few of the technologies that come with this bow.
Cool. Thanks, John. And thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, 2019 Mathews Vertix. This is a bit of an iteration on last year's bow, the Triax, which is a great bow that they came out with. So, a lot of very similar technology. They made a few tweaks. The bows these days are they're becoming, the efficiency is through the roof. So you're starting to see some smaller tweaks every year, and then some bigger changes every few years. This is a kind of a take on the Triax with some upgrades and some different things that they've done to it. So the one really cool thing is by far that I have not seen on any other bow manufacturers. They've actually came out with a technology called the switch weight mods. They've done a lot of things with their modules in the last few years. The rock mods giving you a really solid back wall. But the switch weight mod technology allows the shooter to actually change the draw weight of the bow without actually changing the limbs. And to my knowledge, fact check me at home, I don't believe that's ever been done before. You've had some technology in some other bows. I know Bowtech has a technology where you can kind of change the draw cycle, but that doesn't change the weight. This actually changes the weight of the limbs. So no more going in, putting your bow in the press at the shop and, waiting for them to put new limbs on. If you want to go up or down in poundage, you can do that all right on the modules themselves. So that's really, really cool. Mathews is always, continuing to push all the other manufacturers and vice versa. It's fun to see what they all do. And this technology is really neat and something that, as you go through different seasons, from turkey hunting to hunting in the fall, maybe then you're going to do some 3D shooting, you may want to adjust your poundage, and now you can do it right on the mod. So that is the switch weight module technology. They've also, and I think thanks, a lot of people are happy about this, they've actually changed their grip this year. You've seen them slowly do this over the years, and Mathews is a phenomenal company, and quite honestly, been the leader in vertical bow sales and technology for many, many years. If people had one gripe about their bows in the past, what has it been?
Pick on me.
Anyone else?
Pick on me.
Anyway, John?
Grip? Is it the grip?
No, actually, it's the physical. No. The grip. The grip has always been a bit of a thorn in Mathews' side, at least from what we've heard from customers. So they've done a very, very good job. And this, already 5 years ago, but they've just refined it this year. The Engage grip. I haven't shot it yet, but it feels, just by picking up the bow, it feels really good. And again, grips very, to each person, everybody's going to like something different. But I think they've done a good job at universally putting something together that most people are going to like. So new grip on this year's bow. If for no other reason, go check out the grip. And then finally, you have the cam system, slight tweak to that. You do have the AVS system with the cross-centric cams. We saw the cross-centric cams last year with the Triax, and basically you have a mirrored system. You have identical cams top and bottom, which quite honestly a lot of people look for these days. You want to make sure that whatever's going on at the bottom is going on at the top, and there's no irregularities there. And they've done a very good job of making the AVS system work really well for the shooter. So size of cams, a small child's head on both top and bottom. All the bows these days you're seeing it's all riser and all cams and very small limbs, which quite honestly is really nice for efficiency. You're seeing efficiency go up, shock and vibration go down because you have a lot of riser, a very straight riser, and the cams that are doing a lot of the work. All right, so those are some of the technologies they came out with. But the big thing everybody wants to know is like what the bow shoots through the chrono, what it feels like, how it balances,
what it smells like,
what it smells like, the perforation.
Will it make me more attractive to female hunters? That kind of stuff.
All of those things.
Does it give me a rash?
All right, so
We'll
those are some of the technologies. We're going to let you know what it feels like, what it shoots like, how it balances, the draw cycle, the back wall, the valley, the dwell
zone.
The dwell zone. Copyright, John Eastburn. We're going to do that right now and let you know what we think.
TM. 2019 Vertix. We're going to shoot through the chrono. So this is 30 inches, 70 pounds, and we'll let you know what we think. Same deal as on bows we've shot in the past, hostage style rest, D-loop, but that is it on the string. So here we go. So first impressions, the draw cycle, it's interesting. It starts off really smooth, and it seems like you gain poundage really quick in that draw force curve. But then it kind of peaks, and then it starts to let off. So it seems like maybe 10 inches into the draw length, it's kind of spikes just a little bit. It's not uncomfortable by any means, but it's just a different draw cycle than what I've shot in the past. I'm sure with some muscle memory, you wouldn't even notice it. This bow does not move when you shoot it. That's pretty impressive, and that I'm sure that has a lot to do with you know, the Mathews dampening system, their EHS harmonic dampening system, and it's pretty quiet. I will say it's a very, very quiet bow. IBO, I'm sorry, the speed we got was 336 with that 350 grain arrow. So I'm gonna shoot it again, and then we'll give Jake a try. Yay. So there's not a whole lot of valley. I will say that. It's kind of a final thought. There's not much of a dwell zone there or anything for creep. And we got 337 on that one. And we're gonna bring in Jake and
Bring in the understudy.
like usual. Being the understudy, I'll knock the arrow for him. And thank you. Did your release, everything good on your release, Jake?
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
A lot of sweat.
Have fun.
A lot of sweat on this grip. A lot of sweat. Clammy, as usual. Custom. This is the new Mathews tickler. Tickler peep.
Doubles as a windicator.
It does. The size of the cams these days. I'm not saying they're overcompensating for something.
That's a huge cam.
That's a huge cam right there. All right, so I got it. I got it. $339.
Oh man.
Once again,
Jeez.
winner to the king. So there, just to clarify, Mathews is rating this bow at 342 or 341 feet per second. So
Wow.
they are very, very close. To John's point, this bow is super dead in your hand. I would say out of the bows we've tested this year, this is definitely the quietest and definitely the most shock-free bow.
343.
343 is what the
Results are in. 343.
So very, very close, which is really cool. The grip is nice. This is a new grip. Mathews came out with this year called the Engage grip. It's got a little bit of texture on the heel here. Just gives it a little bit of grab to it. Not offensive in any way. Again, grips, it depends. I mean, I could hand it to Nate and John, and we're all going to have different opinions, but I liked it. For many, many years, Mathews had a very wide grip. It was, I think the one thing that people complained about on their bows, and they've really shored that up. So, yeah, I mean, she stacks a little bit. I mean, again, this is 30 inches. I'm like a 28 and a half inch to 29 inch. So this bow is a little bit long for me, but you can feel it gradually gaining poundage as you hit full draw, which again, for a 340 plus foot per second bow, that's not uncommon. But it felt really, really good. I was very surprised. I have not shot this bow before, but I had heard that this and then last year's bow with that dampening system on it, the Triax, was super quiet and very dead in your hand. And those were not lies. This is a great, great hunting bow. If you're looking for, especially for whitetails, which seem to always be on edge, this bow is going to give you the advantage. So very nice, very, very nice. I would say check it out for yourself, see what you think, and that at that point it's up to you. So, all right, everybody, we just got done shooting the 2019 Mathews Vertix. Gave you our thoughts, our opinions on how it shot, how it felt. Amazing bow. Do yourself a favor, if you are interested in a new bow this year, or even just slightly interested in the idea of a new bow, do not leave this bow off your list. John's going to tell you where you can find it, the availability, the price, and anything else that's on his mind, say favorite color, those sort of things.
Lots of information there. So this bow is going to retail at $10.99. Go to Mathews' website, punch in your zip code, find a dealer near you. Definitely try it out. There's a number of different camouflages available on there to suit your fancy. So definitely give it a shot, guys. It's a nice bow.
Yeah, Mathews, Hoyt, Bowtech, PSE, they all have a ton. That's the other thing. They have a ton of really, really cool options as far as accessories, and you can really make these bows your own, from the cam, the limb decoration, and the strings and cables and the grips, all that stuff. So definitely check out their website. But before you go to their website, go to our website.
Indeed.
Preyingman.com. That's preyingman with an E, PREYINGMAN.com. Check us out. We have shirts like this one, like the one John's wearing, like his underwear that he's wearing. Signature Praying Man underwear.
Not today.
Not today. But no, check us out and do us a huge favor. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We try to get up new stuff all the time. It's not just our plugging our stuff. It's we get out, we fish, we hunt. We try to keep those social feeds up to date, and something that's really interesting. So check us out. Follow us on YouTube. Leave us a comment. Find us our podcast episodes. We're really excited to do more podcasts. One thing that helps us out more than anything, leave us a rating and a review on our podcast. The purple icon, wherever you get your podcast from. Click on that. Give us 5 stars. Doesn't matter necessarily what you say about us. It just helps us drive us up the charts and makes doing these things a lot more accessible to everybody. So check us out, prayingman.com. Also Facebook, Instagram. Let us know what you think. Really, really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.